What is up, everybody? I am your legendary commander, and welcome back to Between the Stars. Yes, again, I'm playing this game, and why? It doesn't get any views on the channel. It's because I like it. I love this game. I am so fond of this game. And we're going to keep playing it until it's over. And maybe even some then. So, if you don't like this kind of video content, I am sorry, but if you don't, I mean, essentially strap in and hold on, because there is ARC content to come, but I also want to get these videos out, because I really enjoy them, and we have a distress signal to respond to, so let's go ahead and check that out. Let's charge up the warp, I'm going to call it the warp drive, because you know what, it is the warp drive. The quantum drive's the other drive, even though it's backwards. Charge the warp drive, let's get over there. Full power to engine, so we get there a little faster. That's a distress signal. Hopefully we don't get interdicted. As long as we don't have that, we should be good. I'm gonna drop low. Shields back to full. Alright, distress signal. The communication screen lights up and the captain of the ship appears in a visible, precarious state of health. Oh god, we're going to be a doctor here. We have run out of supplies, and I don't think we can get any space station before we starve. Could you give us some food? Giving them part of our provisions will cost us credits, since we will have to buy more supplies at the next station we visit. Do we offer them food? I mean, arguably it shouldn't take that long to get to a station, but being the kind people we are, I don't like to see people suffer, so... But enough about this stuff, right? You didn't come here just for side missions. You came here for the actual story. So let's go ahead and hit up that actual story. So essentially, you'll do random events and contracts until basically you run into the Genesis. I found the Genesis by accident trying to find the original starting system that I was in. I apparently forgot where I started, so I just kept looking and looking, and I could never find it, so eventually I ran into the Genesis.
Here we go, this is where I've been trying to go. Oh.
Captain, we're getting some very strange readings.
What the hell is that? May, focus the sensors on the signal from coordinates 15008.
Augmenting the scale. Decoding parameters. I detect high radiation readings, Captain, but I cannot locate the source of the emission.
Crew, exercise extreme caution. We're heading to the source of the signal.
Alright, I guess we got our objective here, guys, the Genesis. This could be dangerous.
These look like the remains of a ship, Captain.
This isn't the debris of just any ship. These are the remains of Captain Scott's flagship, the Genesis.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. We know how much you admired her.
Scott was the captain in charge of my training during my years as a recruit. I owe her a great deal of who I am today. She didn't deserve an end like that at the hands of her own allies.
Oh.
Prepare the life support equipment. We're going in.
This
On your
the
order.
same sector, though.
Technically, they weren't
we were aboard the
allies.
Genesis?
I don't even know what they were, but they didn't die to their own allies.
You as you board the ship. That piece of junk barely reminded you of what the Genesis once was. You had been lucky enough to train on the ship many years ago. In your time as a recruit, you had been able to see yourself what the ship and its crew were capable of. Jane Scott had not only been the captain in charge of your instructions, after years of service with the continuous success in battle, and after winning The admiration of each of the captains of the Republic. She seemed undoubtedly, honestly, Miss Jane Scott was a loose cannon, and I don't see how no. In charge of the army, ceding it to one of her most trusted crew members, no soldier could believe it when the news became known that she had rejected the post, ceding it to one of the most trusted crew members, Admiral Shio. In charge of the army. Search the ship. You follow the clear path without finding anything important. The state of the ship is catastrophic. You have done well to deploy the appropriate machinery from boarding, because re-establishing a flow of energy, even if it was external, would require days of work. Since you cannot access the black box on the bridge, there was only one solution. It is possible, but exceptionally difficult. In theory, if you could access the Genesis MAI core, you could recover some of the data and back it up to your ship's MAI to find out exactly what happened. In theory, possible, Captain. The only concern is the state of the MAI system core. If it weren't so badly damaged, we could easily do the data transfer. Despite that, there is the possibility that we could corrupt our own system. It would take some time for the scientific team to connect the systems without generating fault errors. Let's go try the bridge. I'm not gonna break my own ship over this. Through many of the captain's questions, her motives, you who had the honor of knowing her. The bridge was located on the upper deck. The path would not be easy. The big explosion that had occurred had left the system completely useless, which would mean having to force the opening of several gates and avoid all the trade routes blocked by the rubble. I'll leave in your hands, engineer. System 6. I get 3 die though, apparently. Just one of them has to do it. There we go. Your crew system. You're advancing through the corridors. The ship is slow, and tedious engineers attempt to draw plans and schematics to try and accomplish a safe common route for the rest of the team. You cautiously move through the remains of the Genesis until you meet the main bridge. Prepare machinery. We must open the gate. We'll try to build a power bridge to reestablish the system. I'm gonna go with that. We'll just cut through the door. You put the device in place and turn the machinery on. With a bit of luck, the pressure should cause the stoppers to release, allowing it to open. You cover your ears. Preparation and activating device. The descent to give you the pressure and break springs out of place. This won't work. The reinforced door of the control bridge are too strong to force open. We'll try to build a power bridge. It's time to go. Why are we gonna just give up? And I got a tick. The equipment turns on and the access. Time to go. We must. Okay. But not before attaching one of your trackers to the ship hull. As soon as you relay the findings, Vice Admiral of the Republic will try to recover what's left of the Genesis. After all, it has been the flagship of the Republic for decades. You mean not that giant ship the Admiral was in? Let's go back to the headquarters.
I still can't believe it. The Genesis was the most powerful ship of the Republic. I'm surprised the Children of the Sun were able to destroy it.
Nartas's ships outnumbered our ships by a wide margin, Captain. The probability of success was extremely low. I'm sure that Captain Scott knew it.
May, set a course to the General Headquarters. We'll inform Admiral Flynn of the situation after the War Council. We won't abandon Scott's ship as if it were space trash.
It is space trash, though.
Greetings, Captain. I hope you didn't have any setbacks on your journey here.
All of our missions have setbacks, sir. In fact, I must speak with you in private.
The War Council will be held in a few hours. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. Land immediately and take care of everything before the Council.
At your disposal, Admiral.
Shields up.
Activate the weapons! All crew to battle stations!
Alright, so we're going to the military headquarters, installation base after the destruction of the Tesla Stella headquarters. Probably would have been a smarter idea in the first place to build it on the planet. You go into the headquarters and being your first visit, it leaves you quite surprised. Most of our military training has taken place at the Tesla Stella barracks, which is a stark contrast to the sophistication you see before you. Captain and other military officials are all headed for the immense hall where Vice Admiral Darrell Flynn. It's time to plan our next move. The Republic has been decimated in these dark times. We need a firm hand to lead the counterattack. As a first step, the Council has promoted me to Admiral. I promise not to disappoint you. I will make the children of the sun pay for the assassination of Admiral Xiao. Honestly, this has already sounded like another loose cannon. The whispers among the crowd make it clear that the majority of the captains had not been informed of the change. The Air Republic usually chooses the commander democratically from among the captains in higher ranks. The sacrifice of Captain Stott and her crew managed to balance the battle. Only a handful of ships guarded the destroyer Phoenix, Admiral Narutos' ship. The final attack was powerful enough to pierce their shields and leave the engines completely useless. If Narutos is unprotected, we must act as soon as possible. We have informed the Admiral that Admiral Narutos has left the ship to lead the space conquest, but if he thinks we won't act, he underestimates us. We will finish the ship long before they expect. Why don't we take it? However, we must be cautious. It could be one more trap from the children. They could most definitely be waiting for a false move to kill those of us who are left alive. I mean, I agree with that, but you know, why don't we just go capture the ship? Facing the discontent of the speech, several captains question you. It seems that the Republic will never close a meeting with absolute approval from different parts of the room. The captain personally offers to carry out the attack as soon as possible. I understand your concern. Phoenix is a fearsome enemy and is at our mercy, but we do not know what Admiral Narutos has in store. An improvised attack would be ideal to fall fully into his ambush. To the rest of the hearing. The council concludes that the gigantic hall quickly empties. Continued disagreements undermine your spirit, far from consolidating you as a unit. The attack has divided you more than you thought. The various groups of certain position themselves on different sides, supporting the representatives they thought best qualified for the position of Admiral. As much as it bothers them to see Flynn as the Admiral, the Republic returning the blow to the children was much more important. Didn't know you had a close relationship. That's what I want to talk to you about. When we found the Genesis, Flynn can't distinguish the surprise look on the face. You explained the situation, mentioning the tracker you had placed. Splendid work, Commander. Recovering the Genesis might give us some advantage. I will need to recover the Genesis. I will order 2 tow ships to accompany you, led by Robinson. Your mission will be to secure the ship anchorage for its transport to the headquarters docks. As you command, Admiral. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
We'll set off immediately. We'll escort you to the ship and begin to dock, sir. Keep your eyes peeled. We could run into enemy ships in the sector.
Understood, Captain. We'll keep the rear and jump once you confirm the coordinates.
Roger. Crew, to your positions. Our current objective is to recover the Genesis.
So this part left me a little confused. I didn't see any ships around me, and I went all the way to the system and didn't see any ships there either. However, once I met up with the Genesis, the ships kind of appeared, and it's a shame we didn't actually escort the ships. I feel that would have been more fun and more gameplay involved defending the ships as we went. They should be following me. They basically appear there, and then you defend the ships there. I guess the game is advanced in some ways to do that kind of stuff, and hopefully as they flesh the game out more, maybe you'll get to escort them to those locations.
There it is.
Yep.
We'd reached the coordinates. May, send the signal to the freighters immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Attention, everyone. We must secure the construction of the docking structure. Notify me of any incoming signal.
Oh wow, so they're doing all kinds of stuff. Screenshot.
Captain, we've been detected.
To the battle stations. We must protect the cargo ships. We will not allow the Children of the Sun to capture the Genesis.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Got another ship over there.
That was the last of the children's ships. It looks like we've made it.
The least we can do for Scott. I won't let Nardos have the Genesis.
That's not the last of them. There's one right there. It looks like the enemy attack is over. It will take some time for the cargo ships to transport the remains of the Genesis to the headquarters, but they can begin a full restoration. However, they are out of danger for now. Fuck you, bad guy.
Captain, we're receiving an incoming transmission from headquarters.
Seconds after my communication is communicated it to you, you see in your command terminal an incoming transmission with the symbol of the Industrial Republic. It was doubtlessly important. Accept the transmission. On the screen you see Admiral Flynn with a concerned face. You were sure it wasn't good news. Admiral Donald Flynn, this is the Admiral of the Industrial Republic. Answer, Captain. There is no time. Formal Vice Admiral has sent a fleet without my consent to test Stella with the intentions of wiping out the Phoenix. The assault has given the alert. Dozens of the Children of the Sun ships are approaching to recover Emperor Nartos's destroyer. What are your orders? Go immediately to test Stella and the fleet led by Admiral Messon is still in combat with the last defenses. We must take advantage of the confusion to send a small group to support and ensure the destruction of the Phoenix ship before reinforcements arrive. There's no time to lose.
Crew, prepare to warp. We must finish off the Phoenix before the Children's reinforcements reach Tasset Stella. Let's finish what Scott started.
On your mark, Captain.
Salvage. That's my mark. That's where people should follow orders. How did that ship make it all the way there? So, alright, we gotta get to there. Full power to engines. Jump to warp. I'm hoping they'll explain how the station got where it got. Or not the station, the ship got where it got. Shields to max.
Captains, to your battle stations. We must finish off the Phoenix before the arrival of reinforcements. Focus fire on their shield generators. We can't damage it until we disable them completely.
On your mark, Admiral.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Forward section of the hull. Put rounds through. Enemy ship destroyed. Ooh, shields damaged. Full powder shields.
Captains, the children of the sun are approaching the sector. Destroy the ship immediately!
Sir, the generators are down. The Phoenix's hull is unprotected.
Concentrate the attack. We don't have much time. The signal from the enemy ships is intensified. They're right on top of you.
Captain, they're here!
Do not allow them to recover the Phoenix. We cannot lose this battle.
Admiral, the children of the sun have recovered the destroyer. There are too many of them. We can't contain them.
Fall back and leave the sector as soon as possible. We must minimize casualties.
Alright, we're going back to headquarters. Basically, they weren't going to let me destroy the thing. You must return to the headquarters. If anyone can blame, anyone could be blamed for this, it was the newly appointed Vice Admiral Mason. Had she disobeyed an order from the Admiral, but she had declared an attack without his consent, allowing your enemies to recover one of the largest killing machines in the known universe. So we are forced out of the sector, and I think
Warp
that...
jump successful, Captain. We've lost the children's ships.
We were so close.
Damn it, we almost had it. If Mason would have completed Flynn's orders, we would have ended with the Phoenix.
Let's go back to the HQ. Flynn and the rest of the Board of Advisors will make sure Mason pays for his insurrection.
So guys, I think that is going to be it for this video. If you did like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry, but you know what to do. But you know you did. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. As always, make sure to tell your friends. But y'all take care, and I'll catch you next time.